One of them is on and off. The other one is uplink. I don't know, the other device is for WAN connection, things like that. So we are using a box. It's really like a box. So at the back side, you've got a socket. So you can plug some items on it. On the front side, and here on the router, you've got some lights. Imagine that. And there are some cables.
Okay.
And also the AC.
Power.
Yeah, connected. Okay. So how can you configure this device? How can you connect to this device? There isn't any monitor. It's just a device.
Okay.
But you've got, this is router, okay? But you've got a PC here. That's your laptop, okay? You are going, and you are on the network also. So there's a hub here. There's a hub here, and there's a link from, I don't know, this port of laptop to hard disk, and you are also, sorry, to the router, and you are also connected to the switch. This is router, okay? Okay? So I can erase it. But this is router, okay? We're talking about routers.
Is it different to the hub or switch?
Yes.
No, not in this case. I'm just telling you something else. Not in this case. We are connected to the router somehow. It could be switch, it could be hub, it could be access point, it could be anything. But I'm talking about we are connected somehow. It doesn't really matter. So you are connected to the network. There are lots of PCs and there are lots of devices in here, but there isn't any keyboard or monitor or things like that for this device. So how can you configure the device? As I told you, we can, I don't know, say which ports we should use, where to go, and things like that, and that we are going to describe more. So we are using Telnet service to connect to the router. So when I connect to the router through the Telnet, it would be the router's monitor, it would be the router's keyboard, it would be the router's input, and lots of other things. I'm using this cable, so this is not other cable. We are using the same cable, so I can write it like this. So I'm still on this line. The green line is Telnet. So I'm using Telnet to connect to the router. That's all. It's some kind of service that you can connect remotely to the device, and you can use your own monitor and keyboard. And input, output, device. This is output, this is input. You know that? Yeah. So you can use your own input output devices, your own devices for this one. Because there isn't any keyboards or monitors there. So that's why we're using.
So for example, I connect my mobile phone to my computer and send an SMS on
yeah, exactly.
It's a kind of Telnet service.
No, it's that one's no. I just want to make it clear for you. That one's not. Telnet is a command that you're typing and connect directly. But in that case, you're using another software.
Oh, yes.
You're using a software. You're using a platform for connecting to a mobile device. I just want to make it clear for you that you're connecting to a device. But that's not Telnet, but it's the same. It's the same. Imagine that you've told me that you're using a web page for, I don't know, for text messaging, for I don't know, instant messaging, like chat. I've told you that you're not using the chat protocol. You're using the HTTP protocol. You're using a web page, and they will transfer it to you as a I don't know, instant message, or I don't know, I use them after that. So for your example, it's like the same. So it's not really that one, that example is not really telnet, but it's how it works.
When for example, I'm going to configure my ADSL modem from my keyboard or monitor, it would be.
Yeah. Then you were talking about your access point, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your access points, there's a web page. How can I write it? You just, in the address bar, you just say, for example, this is 192.168.1.0.2, and then something else. So there's a web page. That's the web page. And here is security tab. There is, I don't know, DHCP tab, and lots of other things. Changing the passwords, things like that. So you are using the web page. But what is telnet? Telnet is a command. Your telnet browser, imagine. It's waiting for your command, and you are typing start, and it will start. And after that, in the next line, you type in, for example, config. So on the next line, the same as, I don't know, like this.
Yes.
The same as these kind of. So we are using commands.
Mm-hmm.
We are using commands. We are typing commands. So it's a big difference when you're going to configure a device with a web page or with the command lines.
Mm-hmm.
For advanced users, they can work with commands. But for example, you're not an advanced user, but you want to, I don't know, have the wireless in your house. So you just go and buy the wireless access point and wants to configure it. So it must be so simple for you. They just tell you that the default IP address is this one. You just connect it to your laptop or to your hub or anything like that. And after that, you can change its IP address. You can set the password on it. You can use the other features such as DHCP or things like that. You can change the frequency of your device in here because you're not the advanced user. Mm-hmm. But when you're going to configure router, you must be the advanced user. So it means that you must learn a new service such as telnet to connect to the device and then use the command. These are not the commands, I'll just write it for you. Start and configure, things like that. Okay, and use the command for configuring the device.
And just another question. So telnet service is just a name to connect it.
No, it's not just a name. It's really a service.
I mean, it's not a software or.
No, it's not a software. It could be there. There could be a software, client software and server software, but we're not talking about software. We are telnetting the device. We're connecting to the device and then using the commands. That's enough for now. It could be software also. But it's not the thing that you imagine as a software. So I'm telling you that it's something else. So we are going to connect to the device and configure the device, or I don't know, use the device or change setting or implement it or anything else. Any problem? Any problem with your neck? So, and which layer are we using? We're using the application layer, as you can see. So, because the application layer, as I told you, is presenting information to you. So, we are on the application layer. Mm-hmm. Just the picture is on the application layer, I mean. Because you can see, this is the last thing that you can see. This is the application layer. This is the application layer. Because a close layer to you. Okay? Next slide. As you can see here, we've got peer-to-peer application, client and server in the same communication.
What is peer-to-peer?
I will tell you. Did you understand this part?
Yes.
Can I read it?
Yes.
Okay.